Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Kiss My Wax Remastered. I am one of your co-hosts, Jason Herndon, and with me, as always, is Mr. Joe Lalich. Say hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
And I guess I should probably say, with us, as always, is Mr. John Humphrey.
That's right.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
It's awesome to have you back again. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah. John returns for, I don't know, the 5th, 6th, 7th time or something like that. He's going to be our... essentially be our co-host for these Wax episodes remastered that we do, where we just, it's been, 4 or 5 years now, and I know I explained this on the Creatures episode, and, we just want to talk about the records again and show stuff that we've gotten since those old episodes, and that's it, just talk about vinyl, which is what started this podcast in the first place. So.
Hey, and why not, man? I can't tour or be on the road right now, so might as well talk about my second favorite thing to do, and next to playing music, playing drums, is collecting KISS vinyl.
That's right.
Stuff. That's right. Yeah,
John's not telling you, but all of those records are behind him is all KISS.
All KISS.
There's a row and a half. I like a lot of music. So
yes.
All Venezuelan KISS records.
It's all Venezuelan.
In his other room, he's got Argentina, and on the other room, his house is massive.
That's right. So, before we get it straight into the episode and talking about actually, I guess I should say, we're going to cover the first album. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning. And so get out your checklist, get out your records, play along with us, and we're going to show you what we have, talk about some variations, cover variations, all sorts of stuff. You know how this game is played if you've watched these episodes before. Before we get into that, though, let's, meet us over at the socials, Kiss My Collectibles, Kiss My Wax in Facebook and Twitter and all of that other stuff, farmersonly.com, and Joe's got an account set up over there. And
that's right.
That's right.
Don't forget to go visit John Humphrey on the socials as well, and see there.
Right.
Yeah.
See there is a new record out, right?
That's right.
New record.
We're all very excited about that, so that's cool.
Yeah. So
go buy it on vinyl.
It's on vinyl.
Yeah.
Several variants too. There's some different colors going on. Got Mountain Dew yellow and red marble and clear red, and there's a Best Buy edition, and there's a FYE variant as well. So doing vinyl this time.
You guys clearly had a conversation with E1.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us show you how Ace does it.
It was funny. Singer for Seether, Sean, he was, wasn't sure about doing vinyl for the band. He wasn't sure our fans were vinyl collectors. But, I mean, vinyl has done really well, and the resurgence, it continues. And I was happy to see that we went with a lot of vinyl this time, a lot of variants and, Best Buy and FYE and the different colors we're doing. And the fans love it. I think it's great. I'm a vinyl fan, so I'm happy to see it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned that specifically, John, because, here we are. We're recording this in mid-September. I'm not sure when it'll air. We've got a couple of episodes in the can that'll probably be airing before this, so it may be 4 weeks out before anybody sees this. But just this weekend or this past week, there was a report that came out that said vinyl had outsold CDs for the first time since 1986 or
34 years. Yeah,
it's been crazy.
So now we know, in reality, streaming is still king. It's still the biggest piece of the pie. But as far as physical format, vinyl's the way to go. CDs are down.
Yeah,
vinyl's up.
And I kind of feel like the battle has been won. I think vinyl is now here to stay for good and for real, because anything portable is sort of toast, right? Because that's all gone out the window because of streaming.
Right.
And that's not to say that there hasn't been a resurgence in cassettes and other things, and people still collect CDs and all that stuff, of course.
Right.
But it seems like for people, they want a bookshelf that looks like John's. They want to have stuff that's like like having books and physical and, ways to actually listen to albums all the way through without having to sort of find it on Spotify and,
Right.
So yeah, I sort of feel like, that the war has been won finally after these many years, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I think it's great. And for young listeners like my kids, man, to be able to experience it the way I did. That's how I got into music, man, was that 12-inch by 12-inch art and being able to see the liner notes because they're big enough you can read them and see what studios and the management and just see that art and to experience it, to have that whole going over to your player, putting on the record, carefully lifting the tone arm, placing it, the whole thing. And listening to it without distractions. I feel like when you're streaming, sometimes it's in the background.
It is.
And I feel like when you there's great care and it's a whole process, at least for me, in playing a record. And I enjoy that. And I don't know, something about it makes me really listen to the music differently.
No doubt. It's an active listening thing for sure. And I think you have the paradox of choice with Spotify and iTunes or Apple Music now. Where you don't even really know where to look for new music because it's kind of what's being foisted upon you in a way, but there's so much out there that you almost end up regressing back to the same handful of records that you've listened to almost your whole life. So I think that's why also record shopping and vinyl has become popular again, because it's a real communal experience with other like-minded people in a store. You have people talking to each other who have never met before about, oh, have you heard this and have you heard this? Or they pick it up off the wall and they go, oh, I have that. That's great. And you just don't. That experience has been missing for so long that I feel like that's another big part of why the vinyl. It's a little hackneyed now to even call it a resurgence because it's kind of been here now for about a decade or more. So. But in any event, it's cool, and we're glad to see that Seether has vinyl out. The big question is, John, how many copies of each of the colored vinyl will you get?
At least one of each. Absolutely. Before I left our management's offices, I'm like, and they know I'm a big vinyl guy, and they're like, "We've got one of each for you, John. They're over there. Be sure and take them home." So I left with one of each.
It'd be funny if you were like, "I don't have the neon yellow yet." So anybody who has the Seether neon yellow,
So far for now, I'm lucky. And then we're going to release some catalog stuff in November. Some of the older albums are going to be coming out also on vinyl.
Oh, super cool.
And I think there'll be 3 different variants of each one of those 3 albums that'll be re-released. So it's cool, man. I love seeing it.
That is super cool.
It's awesome. Okay, so let's do what's in the box, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'm going to open it.
Oh, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Who wants to go first?
Who's got the coolest stuff?
I don't know. That's the surprise.
I can tell you mine's not vinyl.
Okay.
Okay,
Mine
then.
is.
So
Mine
Jason's out. So
I'll go first.
Yeah, Jason,
Yeah.
you go first.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like I said in the last episode that we recorded,
Mine's
which
not
I can't-
vinyl either.
Yours not vinyl either. That's fine. I don't care if I go first.
Yeah.
Like I said in the last episode we recorded, which I don't even remember what that was now. What was the last episode we recorded, Joe?
I don't remember.
We just did one.
We did Skip or Play Revenge.
Skip or Play Revenge.
I skipped all of it.
Yeah. I think skip all. Yeah. I think I had mentioned that I've gotten several things, and since we had recorded prior to that, but I'm going to try to space them out. So I'm going to show this one thing that I got. And I'm interested, John, if you have it, I'm sure you do. So this is from 1977, and it's this big banner.
Yeah. I actually don't have that.
You don't have it?
I don't.
And it's bigger in person when you finally get one of these things.
Right.
So, but
It looks bigger than I thought they were.
Yeah, I always thought they were a little smaller, but of course, I was looking at over on everythingkiss.com. I was looking at Nicholas has the flyer, because this was like a mail order only.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the flyer for it, and it does tell the dimensions. It says it's 30 by 21. So it says giant 30 by 21. But anyway, it's bigger. And
much bigger,
It's complete. This is the original post that it came with. It's a wooden post.
Right.
And it's got this kind of silvery, very 70s kind of hanging thing on it. So
right.
But
so Jason, I've seen this thing before, but I don't really know what it is. So where could you order it from? What's the deal?
As far as I know, and there may be more to it than this, and if anybody knows, please correct me. But as far as I know, it was a mail order only thing, and I think you might have seen the ad maybe in magazines or something like that. I've got the ad over here. I'll throw it up on the screen so you can see it off of everything KISS. But it just says, "Attention KISS super fans, super giant banner, blazing silver letters on black cotton polyester cloth," and it was $6, and it came out in '77.
Wow.
Made by Enter Company. So I don't know much about it beyond that. I just knew it was a mail order item. I don't know if you could get it.
An official release through magazine ads, rock and roll magazines, whatever it was at the time.
Official.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah, but I don't know if you could get it. I don't think this was ever in stores, but I could be wrong, Yeah. So I was 2 when it came out, so I could. But I've always wanted that, and there was a guy in the group that was selling off his collection, and I chose a couple of choice pieces from him, and that's one of the ones I got. So very happy to have it.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Yep.
What else do you have? That's it?
That's it. I'm just going to show that one.
Just that one. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So why don't you let me go next, John, and then your vinyl can lead right into our discussion for today. So
Perfect.
For the elite collectors, this is no big deal, but I thought it was pretty cool because you don't usually see them in this, not necessarily in this kind of condition, but complete like this. So I got the Ace Frehley notebook.
Nice.
The school notebook. What's nice about it is complete with all 50 pages, and then it has the red order form on the inside, which is cool. I mean, it's a lot like trying to find the stickers and things or posters without the tack holes and all that stuff. Kids were just tearing these things up back in the day.
Yeah.
And I think if I remember correctly, Jason, are there some different variants on these?
There are.
Yep.
There's a couple of different variants of it.
So there's that. There's the back on that guy.
Right. There's one with a white back, and I think there may also be one that's slightly smaller or slightly larger than that one.
Got it.
And that's really getting into nitpicking. But there's some super collectors out there that really go after all of them. I just have one of each.
So this one was
me too.
This one was on sale for 99 cents and then was marked down to 30 cents. And I got it for 38 cents. It's crazy.
Oh, great. Yeah. What's interesting about that is, notebooks aren't really that much more expensive. Now you can go get a notebook still for 99 cents.
Right.
Get down at the dollar store or something. So that was an expensive notebook back then.
Right.
Dude, and I was a total dork about, was it 5 or 6 years ago? How long has it been that they did all those KISS school supplies
it's
again?
not just 5 or 6 years ago, John.
No, it's not. It's 2000. It was around Sonic Boom.
No, I'm saying.
Has it been that long? God,
are you talking about all of those notebooks?
Yeah,
dude,
it was like
I camped out in Walmart.
Dude, I was in there. My wife was helping me. Well, they don't have the pencil bag here, so we got to run to the other one. They said that running around getting all of that. It's like this time I'm not going to miss out, and I don't think they're worth buckus.
They're worthless. Absolutely worthless. It was 2009. It was around Sonic Boom because Walmart had gotten the Sonic Boom album exclusively, and they just piled on the merchandise. I was there too, man. I was buying all of the M&Ms and taking the display.
I was going to say M&Ms, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely worthless. None of that stuff holds any value at all. So,
no, I wasn't scolding you, John, for not knowing what year it came out. You said, what was it, about 5 years ago, I was a huge dork, and I was like, man, it's just not 5 years ago.
Oh, I've been a huge dork forever. That's a given.
It's for all of us. It's all the time. We're
That's a given.
You know how you have a great relationship when your wife or significant other or partner is climbing through Walmart shelves for you to try and
try to help.
Yeah, so it's so great. So cool.
Absolute dedication.
I actually need some help on this one. I got a little bit of information on it, but I don't really know what the hell this thing is. So I'm going to hold it up and
send it to me.
I will send it to you. So there was a collector in our groups who was getting rid of some things, and this is one that I just thought was too kitschy and too cool to pass up. So it is a poster.
I don't know what the hell it is.
I guess. Have you ever seen one of these, John Humphrey?
No.
Okay. So I understand from John 5. I showed this to him. It's a UK piece of art. It says "Kiss" by Kevin O'Neill, and then there's a tiny. You're probably not going to be able to see it there. Maybe we'll be able to throw it up. But there is some UK trademarks in here as well. what's weird about this is it's got this word balloon thing happening.
Okay.
And apparently there's 3 of these. And
Wow.
they're, what are they, about 11 by 17 or around in that area? I just thought it was so cool looking. And art that I hadn't seen before. I'll kind of hold it up there so you can kind of see some of this stuff.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any information on what this thing is, where they were sold, what how they were used, I'd love it.
Right. Did you
Nothing on
research
the
the
back?
artist? Is the artist like a comic book artist or anything?
It's not anybody that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Not to say that I know all comic book artists, but that's sort of a thing for me. So
Yeah.
it's not anybody that Kevin O'Neill does not ring a bell. So there you go.
There's nothing on the back, and it's not folded or anything.
No, it's actually shrink wrapped onto like a piece of cardboard. So I think it's like a piece of paper, right? It's an actual poster, and it does look like there's some tack holes or staple marks in the corners there.
Up on the wall.
But yeah, so there you go. So there's
That's
that.
cool.
So that's
Very cool.
That's the second item. I've got one more.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So a little bit of a merchandise spree here.
What happened? Who are you, and what did you do with Joe Lodge?
I don't. Yeah. I don't. He's been taken. Yeah, this is the body snatcher version. So, I'm led to believe that this is a punk rock magazine from the '70s called Backdoor Man. Hey now.
Yes.
Do we know about this? Yeah. So it's issue number 10. It's got a Kiss Gene Simmons interview inside. Also talks about Dictators, Thin Lizzy, Artful Dodger, Bob Seger, other bands. And then there's a Kiss sticker inside, which when I saw that, I was like, man, how many of these can exist with a sticker inside,
Right.
Right.
So
right.
I can show you quickly. Let's see, what year is this from? This is January 14th, 1977, the number 10 February edition. But it's pretty cool. It's got... it just looks like kind of a homespun. I think it's maybe a New York magazine, I believe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So I will show you the pertinent information here. So on pages 12 and 13, you get the big long form Gene Simmons interview with the that photo we all know, and then shot there.
Yeah.
And then
Super cool.
inside, still intact. It has some tape on it, so I don't know if it lost its adhesive, but there's the sticker intact in the
Sure enough.
in the magazine.
It's
there.
like from the Kiss Army, the Kids, the Destroyer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
So there you go.
Very
So
cool.
yeah, a couple of pieces that I just had never seen before, and I thought, man, they just seemed cool and kitschy enough for me to jump on.
Was that part
Right.
of the? Was that from the guy that was selling in the group too, or did you find that some other way?
It was. All 3 of these were from the same guy. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Man, I'm sorry I missed out on that. It sounds
I wonder
like
if it's-
missed out on a cool
wonder if it's
collection.
the same guy I bought my banner from.
Possibly. We could talk about it later.
We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, because we don't know if he would want to share.
Yeah,
his,
of course.
his info or whatever. Yeah. So
Yep.
there you go.
Nice.
Some cool, different things for me anyway.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Hi, John. Your turn.
Okay, my turn. Vinyl. Changing gears a bit, and this one. Okay, so I'm a big Japanese Kiss vinyl fan, and so double platinum, right? They had the wide obi.
The tour obi.
Yeah, talking about the inserts that came with it, and the add-ons, the point of purchase, the poster, the award, I think, and the hype sticker was actually included as sort of bonus items with the first pressing. Anyway, this is the second one with the smaller obi, and I thought that was it, right? I have those two. And Simon on the page about a year ago posted the obi with this at the top. It's a little different. It isn't the concert photo.
Right.
Can you throw them both up side by side so we can get a quick
Sure.
look of? Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yep.
And then I messaged Alan to decipher that for me. I can't read Japanese. And he says it's a deluxe present, a miniature platinum award. So it's talking about, and sure enough with it, it's the platinum award. So
this is a later pressing that only included the platinum award. It didn't
that
include...
only included, right, the platinum
Got it.
award. And this one, actually, the second obi, Yeah, it doesn't have the custom label, so I guess it is technically a second pressing. This one doesn't have any sort of add-ons,
No
extras
extras
at
yeah.
all. There's no Platinum Award, there's no poster, nothing. And then this one, so it was really hard to find, and it was a bit of a battle. This was an auction. I found this one, so
Interesting.
that was kind of cool. And I love those again, those variants. I didn't even know that one existed. Simon had posted it on the page about a year ago, and I'm like, okay, I'm on the hunt.
That's the first one you're talking about.
That's the first one, right? The wide one.
Obi. I have Alan's book right here, by the way, which we all should turn to learn Japanese stuff. So
right.
Yeah, that's interesting, man.
By the way, John, Alan doesn't speak Japanese. He was making all of that up.
Was he? He's just bullshitting me. It's that doesn't even say miniature war. That says you're an idiot.
That's right. That's right. We got them to buy another copy.
We managed to get them to buy another one.
That's awesome.
Cool. Very cool.
And then my next one, it's a copy of 4 sealed Mexican solo albums.
Oh my gosh. Sealed?
They all have that color. They're all sealed. So there's Paul. And the backs are cool. They're all in white.
Yep.
White lettering. And
wow.
wording. Cool. Kind of cool. But they are sealed, and I think for the I'm going to leave them like that. The catalog numbers begin with LPR.
How many Mexican pieces do you have? A lot of Mexican copies of the.
I say a lot, but not of every album, obviously. But yeah, I have some Mexican copies. Sure. I have these variants with the color code, right. The color bars at the top, the Alive 2 misprint, and the first album, and
right,
and blah. But I think these have posters in them. At least the first pressings did, but I'm not sure if I want to open them to find out.
Oh boy. The dilemma.
The dilemma.
Do you open it?
That's it. That's it.
Do you have other Do you have copies of those from Mexico already, or is that the? Oh,
I don't. These are the only Mexican ones I have.
Yeah.
I have Italy solo albums, Italian. I have Germany. I have Canadian. Japanese, but open, of course. And then this is the only Mexican one I have. They're all sealed. So
now, do we know? If, since sealing records is really kind of a U.S. phenomenon, do we know that those were originally sealed in Mexico, or were they imported and sealed in a store, or do we know? Did they seal vinyl in Mexico? I don't know.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I'll show you the first album I have a little bit later. It is also sealed. It didn't come with this set. I bought it years ago, but the cellophane's torn and aged, and you can tell it's been like that for a long time.
Sure, yeah. Sure.
These are a little bit better, but are they? There's no chipping underneath, so they don't look like they've been resealed. But did they come this way originally, or were they imported here and then done? I don't know.
No idea.
Sure. Yeah.
No idea.
If anybody knows, if any of our Mexican friends.
I like these guys. They are funny guys. Just kill one of them.
Are watching and knows, did you seal vinyl back in the 70s? Tell us. I'm curious. Yeah. I'm always wondering about that. So
there you go. Very cool.
There you go. So that's our What's in the Box.
Those are amazing. I can't imagine how many of those are out there. A sealed copy of those, that's incredible. Obviously, you bought them all together, right? You had to have. Right?
I did.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Well, let's dive in. Let's do Kiss My Wax on the first album. And I guess we should start from the beginning, right?
That's it.
Can I start from my beginning first?
Sure.
Where's
your beginning?
My beginning, this was the first record I ever had, for the band. And I went on a multiple year search and was able to get it signed by the whole band. So I'll kick off the proceedings that way. So this is the first one I had as a little kid, the first Kiss record I ever got. And yeah, took it around to all these different events and venues, and it's kind of beaten up. You can kind of see.
I see it. Get it. Yeah.
You can kind of see how it's beat a little bit like that. Yeah. It's
so what?
Yeah, so
what
it's worn. It is This is the only one I didn't take out of the sleeve tonight for obvious reasons, but I'll do it just for you, Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's a Filmworks. There's that guy.
So you got it in probably 77?
Right around that time, which is right around when I would have gotten my first record. I was about 6 or 7 at the time when I got it. Got it as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. It's a weird thing. It's one of the only things from that time period that I can remember as clear as day. So there that is.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Now, John, you have something similar?
I have a similar.
Very cool.
Mine's framed.
Look at that. Very nice.
And I got that when the Nixons opened for KISS.
Oh, that's so cool. Yep.
They signed that one. It's this was not my first KISS album, though. So, I mean, that's literally the very first. That's the actual copy.
That's the actual literal first copy that I had as a little kid.
See, that's awesome.
It's an incredible story, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
How do you think they would respond if I brought up my Destroyer?
Probably about the same way they'd respond if they saw this. Another.
They never seem as excited about the story as you feel telling it, right?
And then, Gene, I was a little kid.
I rode on my bike all the way up to the store by myself. I crossed the big street and didn't hold anyone's hand.
Yeah, but, my Destroyer looks like it's been...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, destroyed.
Yeah, destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
So,
the Ms. Pac-Man sticker and the for sale.
That's right.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's cool.
The homemade gatefold, yeah.
That's right, homemade gatefold. So, John, do you know what version that is? You don't have to take it out of the frame. I just didn't know if you knew or not.
I can't remember. I think this is a 7001. If this isn't actually like a first pressing or anything. Mm-hmm. And I think it was sort of a beater copy, play copy, or I want to say it was a Filmworks, but it's in the frame, so I'm not. It's in there. I'm not too sure.
Well, I'll follow suit, but this will pull us right into the first album we should revisit. Mine is signed as well.
Nice.
But it's it's the first album. It's the white label.
Yeah, promo.
And with a very sloppy Gene Simmons autograph there. But and in gold when he saw the rest were in silver.
Right.
So, but yeah, so I've had this for many years.
That's awesome.
White label promo. I'm sure that both of you have the white label promo. Yeah.
Man.
Very
That's
nice.
Awesome.
Joe, you got a white label promo?
Yeah.
Mine is just
I had 2 of these, but I traded one off many years ago to my friend Paul Zinos in Australia.
Yep. So for people who don't know, this is the first promo of this record. So there was a couple of different promotional versions of this. This is the actual white label promo. You'll see typically on the front cover, you'll see this pink sticker in this position on this record.
That's right.
So you'll kind of see it always in that area.
Right. And as far as U.S. goes, it was this album and the originals, first pressing, that were the only white labels, right, for the U.S.? Yeah.
That is correct.
I wish they did more. They're so cool.
They are cool.
Yeah, and so we'll put a copy of this up, but it says it actually says promotion on it, not for sale. Super cool version of that label. So there you go there.
All right. Well, we're off.
Off and rolling, I think.
Yeah. So.
So do we want? Let's just keep going down the U.S. road, okay?
Right.
So let's talk about the next promotional copy. You guys, I'm sure, both have a copy of that, yeah?
No, I don't.
I don't have the standard promotional copy.
Oh, the blue label promotional copy, right?
Right, I don't.
That's what we're talking about. Okay, cool. So then here's that. So you'll notice the different sticker placement on this one. That almost always happens there. I've even seen it with the shrink sometimes, where it's cut out.
Right.
Now, Jason, do we know the story behind this? We sort of think that they either ran out of white labels
white labels, and the reason why you see the shrink cut like that is because they were cutting stock copies and sticking promo stickers on them to doyle them out to whoever needed promotional copies, whether it be stores, radio stations, whatever. That's the story I've always heard.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. So that there are no promotional markings on this label because, as Jason said, it's a stock.
Yep.
It's a stock label. I'll show it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
So-
actually
Say
what pressing is that? That's not the second pressing. Is that the second pressing? I mean, it's got the address at the bottom of it, right?
Yes, it does. Yes, it
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, and no kissing time on this either. Right. So it'll have no kissing time on the record, which was added later for promotional purposes, right? We believe.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So this one, I'm also looking. There's no kissing time on the track listing as well,
And it's not in your grooves.
and I don't believe it is. Let's see.
Because there's a lot of those wonky things out there.
There are, and
Yeah,
I have some examples of those. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
this
Good.
only has 4 tracks on it. So
Okay, perfect.
so first.
So this is my standard version of that. No promo sticker. It's still in shrink.
Right.
Oh, that's
Price.
great.
Oh, that's so cool. Did it say Looney Tunes?
Yes. Right.
Oh, dang,
Yes.
it's been around
Looney
a long
Tunes.
time.
Yeah. Tunes there. And mine is just standard without kissing time. It's not on the cover and just regular label.
So it's not on the cover and it's not on the
Not on the label.
label. So here's what happened. So they ran out of the white label. They start cutting stock copies. So John essentially has a promo minus the sticker. What I have minus the sticker.
Right. Just a standard
Yeah.
stock copy of the NBLP 9001.
Exactly. And there has been a proliferation of counterfeit stickers. We've seen counterfeit stickers around. People because
Right.
you can you could counterfeit them and stick them on, and you have a quote unquote second variation promo copy of that record.
Right.
Right.
Don't do it at home.
Don't do it, guys. Don't be making copies of Obies and putting them on your Japanese records.
We
That's
frown. We frown on that.
That's right.
Yeah. So what's up next?
So
let me just real quick. I'm looking to see if this is a stock. Yeah. So here's my stock copy without the promo label on it. It's also still in the shrink.
nice.
So that's got Tommy's records on it. $5.98 on sale for $4.98.
I love those old price stickers.
What a
That's
steal.
awesome.
Cool, right? Yeah, if you want to call Tommy's Record Shop, the number is 375-9786. So go ahead and dial that up. So no kissing time on either the label or the or on the jacket on that one.
Let's see. All right.
Jason, you have anything on Tommy's records?
No, I don't have anything on Tommy's records, but I was gonna pull up and see what inflation was, or not inflation, but the
Oh yeah.
the price.
What it
price
would be
now.
value?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's $4.98 in today's numbers?
So that'd have been 1974
Yep.
to 2020 inflation calculator. This is scintillating. I'm doing maths.
I'm curious of how
Wow.
expensive records were back then.
You don't
It's my
often.
understanding there would be no math involved.
That's right. So let's see if we did. Let's go with the full price from 1974. So here's what I want everybody to take a good, long, hard think about. All right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just take a guess. Take a guess.
I think it's $22.
All right, John Humphrey.
$19.
$5.98 in 1974 equals $33.26 today.
There you go. That's all
So-
you got to know.
All you people out there saying vinyl is too expensive,
Right.
Yep.
I would never pay that for vinyl. Y'all did in 1974.
That's
So-
exactly why
so there
I
you
wanted
go.
to look it up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good job. And so the sale price on that bad boy is still more than a typical new record today, which is $27.70.
There you
Wow.
go.
Just for people who
Wow.
aren't currently collecting vinyl, typically, and Jason knows this way better than I do, but $33.26 is about what a double record clocks in at today. So you usually get a double LP for around $34
Yep.
Right.
retail.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a big, I mean, one of the bigger vinyl YouTube guys just put out a video talking about we are pushing, the labels are pushing the limit. They're going to burst the bubble. People are tired of the pricing, and I'm like, it's not really that outlandish.
You're actually not even close.
You're not even
Right.
close.
Yeah, to what the price. So there you go.
So anyway,
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
why
we
I
look at
asked-
those old price tags and think, God, man, be
How
so
cheap.
easy for $3. But really, it was relevant to what it was today. It was a big deal.
Yeah, and by the
You
way,
know?
a loaf of bread was 68
Right.
cents, and my parents
Right.
bought their first house for $13,000 or something.
Right.
Right. So
What a car costs now.
Right, exactly.
And they paid it off over 30 years. I mean,
my dad, our first house, the house that I sold to buy this house I live in now, that I inherited when my dad died, was built brand new. He paid $17,900 for it,
That's right.
and it took him 30 years to pay it off. I think his house payment was like $96.
yeah. Isn't that it's crazy.
and
crazy,
18% interest rates.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no, it was higher
right,
than that.
right.
It was
It was
I
way
mean,
higher than that.
yeah.
70s and 80s, man, crazy.
Yeah, it was like
Insane.
24, 25%.
Yeah.
I saw
And
the original note. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
A guy came into our record store this week, and he had just purchased one of those big wooden record console deals, right, with the speakers built in, and it's like a giant piece of furniture. And he had the original bill of sale, and it was like this legalese sort of document. It was very solemnly signed that I pledged to give like $1.94 for 30 years to pay this thing off. I was like, what is going on? It was.
Are you serious? 30 years?
I'm serious. Whatever it was such a ridiculous amount of time. I was blown away. Might not have been 30 years, but it was a long time. And it was like $1.94 a month or something. Like they had bought it in the 60s. It was crazy.
Right.
Go
It
into
was a
your
big deal to
Montgomery
finance it.
Wards or your Sears, and
That's a
your.
serious home entertainment system back
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Though. That's
It is.
That's how my parents bought everything. We didn't have any money. My parents
right.
bought everything they financed everything.
Yeah.
Had a Sears account and that would buy my Christmas at Sears and pay it off all year only to take it out again to buy Christmas the next year,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
all of that kind of stuff. When we first got our first video camera in 1988, that thing was like $1,200, and they financed it.
Right.
yeah.
They didn't have any money.
They paid it off by the
My dad
time
might have
by
made
the time that it was all phasing out, right? By the time that video camera was obsolete, they had just paid off the last one.
handy cams were out, and
That's right.
But my dad probably didn't make $27,000 in 1988, if that.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're buying a $1,200 video camera.
Right.
So
That's why it's such a special thing for me to collect, especially the 70s memorabilia. Because believe me, I remember seeing it in the stores, but I heard a lot of, no, we can't get that.
Oh, yeah.
No, we can't afford it. No, don't ask me. We're not buying it.
absolutely.
I heard a lot of that growing up. I mean, it's just how it was.
That's right.
And I just walked by it going, oh, man, and had to wait 35
Yeah,
years,
I had to
40
wait.
years to get it.
I remember getting a lot of the records, and I had to wait until they hit the dump bins, the cutout bins and stuff.
Yeah.
Or get them on 8-track where they hit cutouts pretty quickly in the early 80s, and it's
Right.
like, oh, I didn't have this album and this album and this album. I can finally get them. The 8-tracks are, 89 cents now instead of, $5.98 or whatever it was.
Right.
And so I could finally get those. But yeah, man, I heard no all the time.
Yeah. One of my
Yeah.
clearest KISS memories is going into JCPenney, where they had the record bin inside one of the doors as you walked in, and seeing the originals for the first time. And I was wondering, why does this have the fire on the cover? Like, what?
Right.
I've never seen this before. And I didn't even ask my mom for it. It was like one of those things where it's like, there were some times I just didn't even ask. And they were very generous and did everything that they could for us. But you just kind of knew the answer was
Right.
was almost no.
Yeah, that was it.
But yeah, I remember that as clear as day.
Yeah.
But we digress. I just wanted to.
Sorry.
That's why
Wanted to
people are here, for our digressions.
That's right.
That was just fresh in my mind seeing that guy's video, and I was like, I want to know what the comparable is. So,
Forgive me my
that's
digressions,
awesome.
Father, I have sinned.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. You know,
It really
about the
does.
prices, that's right on target, man. That's
That's what you should tell your wife when you buy all the expensive Kiss vinyl.
Yeah.
But in
that probably won't fly so
1974,
well.
in 1974, this would only cost $3. So
You
it's
don't understand, man. You don't understand. Joe had a calculator. It was a whole thing.
That's right. As a matter of fact, if you want to watch the video, it's right up on YouTube.
See?
That's funny. And she'd be like,
God.
Joe who? And what show? And what are you doing that for?
What are you talking about? You guys weren't doing math.
That's right. yeah, not since the 70s. Come
not
on.
Kiss fans. They don't do math.
They don't do math.
That's right.
All right, so what's up next? Let's get in line. John.
Okay. So this is a still a 9001. This has the hype sticker on it to include Kissing Time. Here's an old TG&Y. I don't know if you guys had TG&Y.
No, I didn't.
No.
TG&Y was a store here back in the day, here in Texas and Oklahoma. But anyway, this wasn't my original one. This is one I've gotten maybe in the last 10 years or so. So it's kind of interesting. Old price tag, old store I remember that's no longer here. And then this is one where it says Kissing Time on side B, side 2. But this one doesn't have, it just has the 4 grooves. So it begins with Deuce, and it doesn't. I don't know if you can tell.
Yep. So that's perfect angle right there.
Yeah,
So it's got
it
the
has
4
4
grooves, but it has Kissin' Time on the label, right?
It's on the label, and
Okay.
it's not on the back, but on the hype sticker, mentions Kissing Time.
So it's on the hype sticker,
Right.
and it's on the label, and you get the record, and you bring it home, and you play it, and that song's missing.
That's it.
It's fascinating. It's fascinating stuff, man.
See, now here's my copy of that is a little different. So I also have the hype sticker version of that, right?
Okay.
Mine has Deuce. There's no Kissin' Time on the sleeve. This one has Kissin' Time on the label. So let's see if it's actually on the record. And it would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is on this record.
Okay.
There you go.
So there must have been some sort of transitional.
That's exactly what
Right.
Period.
That's what happened. Right.
That's
Yep.
exactly what they are. And we see, you see it in all sorts of configurations. You see it where it's in the grooves, but it's not on the label.
Right.
Do you have one of those, John?
Yeah, that's the one I don't have. I don't have it where it. Right. It would have just Deuce is the first song, but Kissing Time's on there.
Right.
I don't have that one.
So let me see here. I've got Kissin' Time on the label, not on the vinyl. So let's see what this
Okay,
one
so
is.
you have one
Yep.
too.
Yep.
But that one doesn't have the hype sticker, right?
That one does not have the hype sticker, correct?
Yeah, all sorts
Yeah,
of.
so all kinds of.
There's no
variations
rhyme or
there.
reason. It
Yeah.
seems like.
Yeah. So now this one is it's in the wax, not on the label.
Wax.
Yeah.
It's not on the label. That's
Oh, cool.
that's what John needs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that. Yeah, I didn't realize that until I was digging them out.
Yeah, that's
So
what-
I have another one with a hype sticker, but it's just the standard pressing, Kissing Time, and has Kissing Time on the
okay.
vinyl.
So that's like Joe's.
Yeah, like the one he just showed.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this was a lot like what happened with the promo copies, right? There was a transitional phase where they were trying to get rid of the stickers or trying to send out promotional stuff, and they just made do with what they had. This kind of seems like, we have the labels or we don't have the sleeves, and it's going to differ by plant, probably, I would assume. I don't know how many plants were pressing this, but you would assume that by plant, some of them ran out earlier, and who knows. So, yeah. So also, let me, I've got a, let's see, which one is it? Let's see, it's through the shrink. I've got a sealed copy here that I have a feeling is not sealed.
Just you have a sealed copy that you have a feeling that's not sealed.
That is not Eric correct. So I'm going to open it up right on their show. Here we
Are you
go.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
How long have
Don't
you
do
had
that,
it?
Joe.
I just opened it. Yeah, it's already open.
What'd you do that
Sure,
for?
you feel like it's a reseal or something?
I do.
Oh, okay.
It's got that more rubbery, more modern thing happening. It's got that seam down the middle, and it just, you know how they just have that feel to them.
What are you gonna do if you open it up and it's like a Seals and Croft record or something?
What are you gonna do? Let's see what we've got here.
Why don't you have Kissing Time? It's like a first pressing.
Right. It actually looks like it looks super, super clean. I don't know. Maybe it was. Oh, you know what?
Oh shit! What catalog number is it?
It's got coffee stains and stuff on the insert.
Oh yeah, for
Can
sure.
you see it? Yeah. So it was a reseal. So
reseal for sure.
Yep. So
you've been gored.
You've been gored. Yeah. we should get a stamp.
We need a meme.
We should make that a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So this
what
has
is the catalog number?
It's a 7001.
Oh, okay, it's a 7001.
Yeah, 7001. Yeah. Yeah, Kissing Time on the label, on the wax, on the record itself. So, anyway, there you have it. No surprise. I just had a feeling. So there you go.
Well, clean vinyl though, right?
Yeah, super clean vinyl. Yep.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
That's cool. So
as unsealed on Kiss My Wax, you can buy it here.
Here's my 7001.
Oh yeah, Corvettes. Yep.
Corvettes,
right? Yeah. Corvette sticker. Blue label, and it's standard like yours. Kissing Time. Obviously on the 7001.
Yep.
And I think I am getting to the end of. I actually have a couple more here. That's not true. So let's see what I have.
Yeah,
next.
I have some catching up to do because I sold all of that stuff years ago to Peter Arquette, and I have yet to rebuy all of that stuff. And it's gotten expensive. So
yeah.
So yeah, I've got another 7001 here. I have a couple of logos below, spindle hole, that kind of thing. I've got some of those variations, of which there are many. So yeah, there's that version. What else do you have, John?
We got John.
Okay, so yeah, this is a weird one.
So
this
cool.
is
I love it with the hype stickers, or not the hype, but the store stickers.
That was a $40 record.
Yeah,
$6.18.
That's right. Hold on, let's go to the calculator. Everybody relax.
Whoever that store was.
You don't have to say about, Jason.
Ripping you off.
$34.37.
That's a steep one.
That you solemnly swear to pay off.
Yeah. So that's where I was going.
Yeah.
That's the camel label.
That's the camel.
Yep.
So tell us the story on that one.
These are pretty tough to find. Well, when we got to 1976, right? 1976, they introduced the camel label.
Yep.
And of course they went back and repressed the catalog. And this was a short run of the label because quickly between the blue and the Filmworks label, this transition here was really only for Part of Destroyer and Rock and Roll Over, right?
Right.
And so you got, Originals was also included in that. Yep. And then they went back and pressed all of these records and, but it's a short period of time. So these are actually pretty tough to find, some of these the early records with these camel labels because they just weren't used very long.
Right.
So,
right.
Cool piece.
Yes, absolutely.
So then we get into the 77 to 82 Filmworks series, right, which become very common.
Right. So, we're at the Filmworks, right? Okay, you guys have a standard Filmworks?
Yep.
Yeah. That's what Joe's autographed in it.
Yes, that was my autographed version.
That's right.
Yep, and then these become very common. Now they're printing, now they're pressing KISS records.
Right.
Like they're going out of stock.
Left and right.
Yeah, that's right.
For years.
For years, yes.
For years.
Right.
So.
And this one has the Casablanca Filmworks insert there.
Right.
John, what do you have next?
Okay, so sort of arcing off that, this is a Filmworks label, but this is a Record Club pressing.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, but what's cool
Does
about
it have
this that's right.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's the custom Filmworks. It's with the love gun.
I want that so bad. I want that so bad. It's very reminiscent of what Pi did over in the UK when they did that run in whatever it was, 79, 80, 81, whatever that was, and released the whole catalog basically up to that point with the custom Love Gun labels. Really cool. It's so cool. So that's RCA, right? RCA.
Yeah, it's RCA, and I picked that up about 12 years ago. Before I really knew, I just thought it was unique. I didn't realize, that it was hard to find, how rare, and I got a really fair price for it. It was kind of before I was on the page and was educated and like, oh, wow, I didn't realize how rare that one was.
So, John, how much did you pay 12 years ago? We'll do that in the inflated price and see.
Well, for me, this was it was like $47.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
So for people that are overlooking, RCA Record Club editions, just because you see them and you just see the jacket, see if you can get that seller to send you a picture of the label, because
you never know.
And it's not the only band that I know that Van Halen's 5150 has a Record Club edition that's very expensive because it's much rarer for some reason. I don't know if it came out.
It also has the Kiss Love Gun.
Yes, that's the super extra rare variant.
Right.
Yeah, but that's one of those. Typically the club editions, people bag on them because of the way that they were pressed, sourced, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there are some versions out there, and even in the Kiss catalog, right? The Paul quote-unquote teardrop printing error version is one that, it came out of the gate pretty hot, but I think we found out that it's way more common than...
It's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, of all the club ones, yeah.
All the RCA ones, right.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, and at that time, they must have been printing them by, by the bushel loads,
Absolutely.
Right.
That's a great one, John. I'm so glad you had that. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. So, all right, 77... What else do we have from US?
From US, then I jumped to the 83, 84.
Yeah, which I do not have.
And this is there's the 501s up in the
Yep.
top
And
right
it
back
doesn't have a
corner of this
barcode.
one. Right, no barcode, no sticker. There's not a barcode sticker on this one either.
Yeah, but you would need to have the shrink to see the barcode sticker, right?
This actually has the shrink on it. And
interesting.
Funny enough, I don't, it maybe could have fallen off, but I don't see it.
And it's a polygram
kind of
label?
tear. And it's a polygram, yes.
Okay. Well, I'd say that's 83, 84. That's it.
Where am I?
And if you play that, does that have live Nothing to Lose, or does... Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live Nothing to Lose.
Yep.
John, can you hold that up for a second?
Yeah. The label?
The label. It looks more faded. I think that's kind of a little bit of a telltale on those.
It's indicative of the 83, 84s.
Right. Yeah.
Actually...
Or is it the 85s?
Yeah, I've got an 85.
But I have an 85 that's not... I have one right here, an 85 right here, with the barcode. That gets in. That's the printed barcode here. That's an 85, and it's actually a very vibrant...
Oh, interesting.
A very vibrant label there.
It sure is, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's way different. I don't know if do you have an 85, John, with the...
That's an 85.
Look at that. See how much different that is? Hold yours up at the same time, Joe.
Yep.
Keep yours up there, Joe. Yeah, look at the color difference of the labels.
Yeah.
Drastically different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, is that even transitional? Who knows? Is there a plant number on that, John, that you can see?
Right, I was looking at them. See, I have the 85 too, so I was looking at them here side by side. That actually was the 85 was holding up. Sorry, here's my 80. I think they look the same.
Yeah, they do. They look much more faded than mine
is. Yeah, not as vibrant as yours.
Do you have a plant? So mine has a plant number at the bottom. So you've got the bottom arc manufactured.
Right.
There should be a plant number there. No.
Well, the 8384 is a 53.
Yeah.
Plant 53.
What's your 85?
My 85 is also a 53. These are like the same labels.
Mine is too. Mine's a plant 53 as well.
So you think your 83 and your 85, John, have the same labels?
I was trying to. Man, I wish I don't know.
They look so.
They look so similar, right? I don't know if I can get these up here together.
I mean, they look.
They're pretty identical.
Yeah, certainly both
same
very
kind of
faded.
color. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
But again, see, that's one of those things where some people would jump up and down and say Frankenstein, Frankenstein. I would say they had those labels on a spindle someplace.
Right.
And they were just running them out. Because somebody's not going to go, everybody stop the presses. We're going to throw these labels out. They're just going to keep rolling. Nobody cares.
I've told it on the show many times that my company is a division of the largest pressing plant in the U.S., and I would say an eighth of our warehouse is 30-foot shelves with labels on them.
Right.
From decades ago.
Yeah.
And if there's a call to put something back in print and they go, oh, look in the database and we've got, 2,000 of those labels, they're not going to print any more of those labels. That's why the 2014 labels are being used today on these colored vinyl pressing, is because they're not going to go back just to change one digit in a year and print and waste that money on printing labels. They're going to use them until they're gone.
It might explain why I don't have a barcode sticker on this one either. It might have been an 85. They had a leftover 83, 84 cover, and, maybe these were both 85. You know? Definitely a transitional thing.
You just never know.
Because the rarity of somebody sitting around back in those days with both of those records, one of them being fairly rare, right? The camel transitional label being fairly rare, and then swapping those in and out of sleeves. It just doesn't seem plausible to me.
No.
Right. Unless it was a major Frankenstein where it's a blue label and that, or something.
Exactly, right. But something like that, and I've said this on the show 1,000 times, these transitional things happened all the time, especially like in the jazz world with Blue Notes. We've talked about it over and over and over again. There's deep groove, there's there's the not deep groove, there's the Rudy Van Gelder stamp, there's the Rudy Van Gelder etching, and this stuff, it morphs over time. So there's not just a decision to stop, there's a decision to phase in and phase out.
Right.
So to me, that's what's happening here more likely than a
I agree.
quote unquote Frankenstein.
Right.
But generally speaking, just for the people that may just be watching this for the first time, you had a press run around 83, 84 of the catalog. And generally speaking, you had a record that had a polygram label. It generally had a 501 printing code on it somewhere. And it generally did not have a barcode unless you had a barcode sticker on the shrink, generally speaking. And then the 85s, this is what we're debating here. It may be a little confusing as we're just throwing these terms back and forth because we know what we're talking about. And generally speaking, the 85s also had a polygram label, but they had a printed barcode on them.
Right, printed barcode, right.
And that wouldn't just be 85. That would be 85 until they stopped pressing vinyl,
Sure.
It could be 87, could be 88, what John
So that's
is showing.
the printed barcode on the 85.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they started phasing in barcodes as a manner of being able to do inventory control.
That's exactly right.
Stock control. Yep.
That's right. So, all right, and so from 85, we jumped to all the way to 2014. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
Hell of a jump.
No, we don't.
No, what am I missing?
No?
Oh, in the U.S. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, U.S. Carry on.
U.S. Just,
Right. This is my 2014.
where's the hype sticker?
Yep, there you go.
You know what? I know where I'm missing half part of my records. I've got them stuck in these Kisteria cases back here.
Right. I have my sealed one in my Kisteria case, and then I have some open copies. This is one of my open copies I play.
Nice.
Cool.
Because these reissues, man, me and Jason have talked about it before. They just sound amazing, and in some cases, I feel they sound better than the original vinyl.
I do too, and in some cases,
and I listen to them; they sound great.
See, this is another thing that old heads talk about all the time. Oh, the OG pressings are better than the new pressings. I don't buy it for a second. If they're sourced correctly, if they're mastered and produced correctly, I think they're better. You're looking at you're looking at heavier wax, better technology, press runs that aren't 8 million records long, where you're wearing you're just using plates that are getting worn out at a certain point. I just feel like you're looking at a better quality today. That's if all the source material is all things being equal as far as that goes.
Right.
You can't source a digital from a digital file, put it on vinyl and expect that it's going to sound any better. Right. However, I feel like, in a lot of cases, this stuff sounds better.
Yeah, and I think the KISS catalog in 2014, it was remastered properly it was, it was a great project, and the vinyl is just top notch.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so from the 2014 in the U.S., I think we go to the last U.S. pressing, which would be the 45th anniversary.
Yes.
Colored wax. Right. And so basically these are the 2014 jackets. They've got a limited edition barcode sticker on the shrink over the original barcode.
And this is an example exactly of what we were talking about happening in 83, 84 to 85. Right. They would have taken that barcode and slapped it on the shrink. Right. And this is exactly what they're doing now to denote that this is a different pressing because there's no difference from the jacket. Yeah.
Right. Just like I said, these things are piled up on a shelf somewhere, they are not going to waste the money on printing more paper when they already have piles of it in there.
Yeah.
All they need to do is take the same plates and press it, use different color wax, and you got a cheap project to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's right.
That's what it is. So I've got multiple copies of this. I figured I would show some. We could have a little fun with this.
I got cheated. I got the one little blob there.
Somebody dropped a Sharpie on yours.
Yeah,
right,
somebody
I've got a Sharpie copy. So as we've discussed on the show before, this run was a disaster. This was supposed to be some kind of
it was a swirl, right? As I remember.
Swirl. Yeah. It was like a black and white marble swirl or something. And we got here's another one of mine.
Wow.
It's just beautiful. Well, I have 4 of these. So
that's because Jason went, "Dear Universal, Dear Universal, Dear Universal, Dear Universal," and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Jason Herndon again," and they just kept sending him. Yeah.
I can't show that one. That's Europe. I'm sorry, I have 3.
And then do we jump to the UK one where they?
Hold on just a second.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna let you. But
so here's my last one. It's almost pure white.
Oh wow.
It's got a little bit of black right there.
It's just got a whisper of swirl.
I think finding almost an all-white one might be a cool thing to have.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys in the group in wax that had pretty much solid white. You couldn't see much of a trace of black at all, and they were like, "I kind of like that better."
Yeah,
so,
that's cool.
I don't think we've had a few decent examples of okay marbling, but nothing that resembled the artist rendition, which was a total disaster. But and of course this was a pressing plant issue, and
Swirlgate. A lot more ink was spilled via email and on the forum than was spilled into those, and then the black vinyl was spilled into those releases, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What was that? Was that about a year or 2 ago? How long ago was that? Was it a year and a half?
Yeah, probably about a year and a half.
Something like that. Because I think, so this is one of the last ones I think that I bought, because I jumped off the bandwagon really quickly on all this anniversary vinyl bundle stuff. I did the Rock and Roll Over one because it was, imagine this, it was orange. But it came with, that one came with, the bundle came with stuff that you could only get via the bundle, which was that really cool lapel pin, like it had the KISS logo from the inner sleeve. What else did they had a shirt, I think, that they did.
That you couldn't buy on its own.
That you couldn't buy on its own. And then all of a sudden, then the floodgates just opened and you could buy all the bundle stuff by itself as one-offs. And I think we found out that you were saving like $4 or $5 if you bought. Yeah. So anyway, I bounced quickly out of that.
So so that's it for US. And before instead of going back to like early pressings for international stuff, I wanted to jump over and show the 45th anniversary version. Do you have this one, John? The colored vinyl 45th anniversary over in Europe. What they did over there was decided they didn't go with the swirl.
He doesn't even do it exactly the same. He uses a pinch at the end instead of the swirl.
Right.
And so they changed it to smoke, I think is what they called it. And so here is your. This is what
Right.
you get.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can see through it, and look at that run out groove. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a quarter of the record or more.
Yeah.
It's-
That's very telling.
Holy, I mean, but it's a cool looking record though.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah.
And was it supposed to be as advertised? Was it supposed to always be that smoky color?
I think originally they had ran with ours the swirl, and then when the disaster happened, I think they changed the description of it to smoke. I think that's how it
right.
went. If I'm wrong, somebody will correct me, I'm sure, but I think that's how it went. It was originally advertised as swirl, and then it changed to smoke,
Okay.
and then everybody got smoke, or
Right.
whatever the hell that is.
Right.
So anyway, all right.
Yeah, it's very cool. I kind of prefer it than to the
Oh,
the US one.
Yeah, it's interesting looking. And I've never seen another record that looks quite like that either. It's really bizarre looking to me. It's almost, I don't know, it looks like tinted glass.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It doesn't look like it's it's not, it's way more than opaque. I mean, it looks like a windshield or
Yeah, if you had
Right.
yeah,
Right,
super,
like a colored
yeah,
windshield.
yeah, super
Yeah.
dark smoke.
But you're right,
between
that
glass.
run out groove, man, is
Woo!
so wide. It's
It's a third of the record. Would you say, Joe? It's about a third of the record.
it
or more.
is.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Closing
Dude,
in
we
on
have to
half.
time out for a second. Joe, is that the Burns Media Kiss album behind you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, when did you get that? You asshole.
Wow.
Leaving this in.
Wow. I've never been so vengeful with you, John. All the cool shit you pull out. Yeah. When did I get that, Jason? Maybe
that's-
3 years ago?
Something like that. Yeah.
4 years ago? Something like that?
You've had it that long?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like you recently got it.
No, and I think it's been behind me on multiple shows. Thanks
Multiple
for watching.
Really? I swear to God, man.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
my eyesight. I have to have glasses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, hang on. I'll grab it. Hang on.
He's got a bunch of super rare pieces like that.
Yeah,
Look,
man.
the white double platinum right behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I woke up one morning. I don't know what that joke was, but I deserved it.
No,
I
I
said-
like going. You've got a lot of.
I said you got a lot of rare
and that
pieces.
white double platinum just right there, and then behind it, it's awesome.
Oh
Great
yeah,
pieces.
that's sort of like the special flip bin for all the super
real-
rare stuff. Yeah, is in there.
Yeah, awesome. man.
LeMay or
I didn't know.
Kiss in there.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude, that's
yeah, it's a good one. I mean, and it's in crazy. I woke up one night and I saw that it had come up on eBay, and I thought, holy shit! If I don't buy this right now, it's gonna go.
No. 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 No.
And I
Yeah.
I've just bought it. Yeah, so it's in really nice shape.
There's
Man.
no way we're cutting this out, by the way.
Can I ask what you paid for it? Do you mind?
Just cut that out.
Okay.
We'll cut this part
Yeah,
out.
that'd be-
I
sorry.
think if I remember correctly, Jason, do you remember? I think it was like $1,300,
Okay.
something like that.
okay.
I paid up for
Somewhere
it.
in
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
Wow.
It was definitely expensive, but it was one of those ones where I just went, if I don't do it right now, I'm gonna wake up
Yeah.
in the morning and it's gonna be gone.
Wow.
So yeah. So there's.
that's awesome. No, I thought maybe that was a new. I hadn't noticed. So cool. I want this one so bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I jumped on it, because you just never see it.
Yeah, yeah. And I
that-
swear they made 10 million Kansas.
I swear to God, and I'm sure you guys are like me too. When you search Burns Media on eBay, you get
All the
that
time.
fire in your stomach, like, oh my God, there it is, and then you're like, oh, Kansas,
Oh,
Crystal
yeah.
Lake.
It's one of my saved ones. It's one of my saved. So
Yeah.
anytime something pops up,
I've even
I
had
don't
it
get it.
come up saying Kiss, but they were
Okay.
selling something. They knew that Kiss was a
But
rare
Kiss at the
one. They
end.
wanted to get
Yeah.
eyeballs on.
Yeah.
On that
Yeah.
other one.
That's
yeah.
awesome, man. Good job.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, probably the crown jewel of the collection, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and Lo Mayor de Kiss, or the white
Right.
double platinum, those three.
Yeah, the white double
probably.
platinum.
I'd say the white
Yeah.
double platinum.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
The
I have
Low-Mayor
that one.
comes up
I have
ever.
that one.
You do have the white double platinum?
I have the white double platinum.
You have
I don't-
LeMayor, the Kiss?
I do.
Good.
I have
Yeah,
that
remember
one.
John and I
Oh,
We did a
compared
little
copies.
comparison.
Totally remember.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wait till you see what's behind that white double platinum. No, just kidding. No.
One
there's-
I
day
bet you
it's
have a
gonna
lot
be
of cool stuff.
Best
There-
Kiss in Japan.
Yeah, I hope.
Oh, do you
so.
have that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
I don't
But I
have
would
that
pay.
too.
I would pay up. The problem with it is now I think there would be such competition for it that I think.
Yeah.
I think that could be a $3,800, $4,000 record, if more, maybe.
What
Right.
did John Holloway pay for it?
I
Off of
I don't think.
Japan.
I don't think
Yahoo
anywhere near
Japan.
that. Did he? $2,000 maybe.
Because nobody knew it was because I had bid, $1,500-$1,600 on it. I think he paid. Nobody, that Yahoo Japan auction site. Nobody pays attention to it or knows about it, and it popped up on there.
And Jason didn't tell me.
Joe was pissed because I didn't tell him. But I was the high bidder on it when I went to sleep.
Right.
And I thought, I'm going to fucking steal this. And John Holloway comes along, is awake when it's
Yeah.
ending, and I'm asleep. And
Right.
for whatever he did. Yeah. So I think it was 2,000 or just shy of 2,000 or something like that.
We'll edit.
Wow.
We'll edit all this out. But
yeah,
John,
all this out.
Sure.
would you share what you would pay for it if somebody called you today and said, "I've got it"? What will you offer me for it? What would you offer?
For best of?
Yeah.
Best of?
Yeah.
For that? I mean, I think, $3,000, 2,500 to $3,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If it was over 3, I don't know. I know it's a really coveted piece. It's just, I don't know. That Burns Media or something, the white double platinum, I feel is cooler. I don't know. I know that best of is a rare piece. It's just such a unappealing cover, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid stuff.
No,
It's
At
really
least,
not-
I
at
hear
least
ya.
Burns Media has a Kiss logo on the label.
Yeah,
With the
and
best
for
of
that,
Japan.
it's the content. It's that rare interview that you don't always
Right.
hear. I just love that. And then
Sure.
for the white double platinum, it's looking at it. But that best of Kiss just visually doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like.
It's kind of
a weird
like
thing.
how some people feel about that, that 74 kissing contest poster.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Nicholas
Right.
is like, I couldn't be bothered with that. It doesn't have a Kiss logo on it.
Right.
To me, it's not a Kiss poster. It's advertising an event that
Right.
Kiss happened to be tied into.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So a lot of people are like,
Or the Dress to
that's-
Kill poster, that brown and yellow thing. A lot of people don't like that. That promo poster, I think, right, for Dress to Kill. Do I have that wrong?
what?
Isn't there a promo poster for Dress to Kill?
There's a black and yellow one.
Yeah, is it black and yellow?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and people don't see. Is that the one that they don't seem to like, or is there a brown and yellow version of something like that people are like,
Oh,
what?
that Dress to Kill promo poster is highly coveted.
Oh, I mean, I
Yeah,
know it's
those are
highly
crazy.
coveted, but aren't there some people who are like, I don't like it for whatever, like for aesthetic reasons or whatever?
No.
Or do
Not
I have
that
that
I've
wrong? Yeah.
Not that I've.
In any event, yeah, I for as far as aesthetics go, I mean, I would be all over that record if it came out for
Yeah.
sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, I would find a lot of stuff to sell. I would sell Low Mayor if I had to. I mean, I would do whatever
Yeah.
I needed to do to get it, just because. I mean, I can't imagine other than inside our circles that there can't be many others
Yeah.
out there. Period.
Right.
They would
That one that popped up on Yahoo Auctions Japan was not a Kiss collector. It was somebody in Japan that had it.
Yeah.
It was a Japanese seller, and he started it out at a reasonable price. He didn't
Right.
didn't know that it was super valuable, or I don't know why you would put it up on Yahoo Auctions. Why when you put it on eBay where there's a lot
Right.
Sure.
More traffic or
of traffic and stuff. So, anyway.
Yeah.
interesting.
All right.
Cool. Where do we go next? Where
Let's
in the
go-
world do we go
Where in
next?
the world? I don't have a ton where in the world. John apparently has all the world.
We can. I'm kind of scattered around. We can go to Canada if you want.
Sure, do it.
Go to
I have no
Canada. I don't have
Canadian,
any
so let's go.
Go to Canada. This is a first pressing. Canadian. Says Wea Music. I'll pull out the label. This is a 9001. 3, and it has Deuce. Doesn't have kissing time, and it doesn't look like it's in the track count either. But it's a first pressing. Whoops.
And it's got white writing there at the bottom of the label.
It does,
I think that's a little bit different than others, right? Or at least it's much bolder.
Look how big the producer credits are. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those kind of differences to the U.S.
Yep. Yeah.
At the bottom, manufactured and distributed by WEA Music of Canada Limited.
Wow.
Very cool.
Ltd.
That's a cool piece.
Yeah. Really, and I have not found one with kissing time yet. That's a hard one to find.
Okay.
Of the 9001.
Right.
Because of the 7001, and with kissing time, blue label.
Okay.
And this one manufactured in Canada by Quality Records.
So that's a quality press.
This is a quality pressing, first 7001, and that has
very cool
kind of writing at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And when did they transition over? Do you know what year they transitioned over to quality?
I think, was it the same? 74. With it being blue label, I thought maybe it was the same as in the States that transitioned at the same time.
It may very well be.
So,
what's next?
and then I have this is still Canada. Then I have this was a hard one to find. I found this on the road actually, the Camel.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember where?
Record store somewhere. I can't recall.
You don't remember where it was? Yeah.
No, I'm bad about that.
Yeah.
I do
Some
it almost
record
every
store.
day off. I swear.
In
Walk around.
some Province and some.
Yeah. And I always grab business cards and stickers, and I have a bag full of stuff. But I couldn't tell you exactly which record store I picked that up in.
Sure. Cool.
Right.
All right, next.
That's Canada.
Keep going. I think you have a lot more than I do, John, so I'll sort of chime in when you get to a part of the world where I can participate.
Same here. Exactly.
Right, this is kind of a cool one. Talk about, a unique cover and just, again, this is something I love the label on it, okay? This is the pressing from Bolivia.
That's
awesome.
Super cool.
Right, I love that RCA logo.
Yep.
Has a blue tint kind of to the art.
Yep.
This back cover is completely different.
So cool.
So cool. And so weird to see an RCA. It's like an Elvis album with a...
Bizarre.
Wow.
Am I getting that in the center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And that right there, I love that.
Oh, sure.
Just thinks a variation of an album you've seen your whole life. It's a trip.
Yeah, it's jarring because we're used to the blue label or the Filmworks, that kind of stuff. You just see it all the time. It's just what you're expecting to pull out of the sleeve, and then when you see something like that, even the back of it is jarring. It's super cool. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it sounds horrible, but it looks cool.
I'm sure.
The quality's always just, I try to play them, and I'm like, I can't stand this. I can't listen.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, where we going next?
None available on Discogs.
Yeah, I would think so.
Super rare.
Yeah, I lucked out on that one. Guy had it at a buy it now price, pretty fair actually, and I grabbed it. I was surprised.
Very cool.
I usually miss out on stuff.
So do I.
All right, where are we heading now?
Cool. What country? What would you say, guys? That you?
I can show one if you want. This is a pretty rare one. This is Venezuela. So let me show. There's the cover there. Same as it ever was. This is cool though. This has this interesting little. I don't even know really. It just looks like more, kind of legalese and logos and that sort of Polygram, Casablanca, all that stuff down in this.
Right.
Is it printed on it?
It is printed. Yeah, it's not a sticker, which is weird because it looks like a sticker, right? It looks like the way somebody would kind of slap that on there. And it is a camel label, which is interesting. So here is... See that there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have that, John?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
So this
have
was
that
was a recent purchase. I just stumbled
I remember
upon
when you
this
got
one.
that.
What's that?
I remember when you got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool one.
So that's cool, Joe. Sticking with the camel. So this is from Argentina. The SUP catalog number.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And the back
Oh, that's a cool back cover.
just has a different, and you can totally see the block change in black. They just covered up, literally just big swath.
Right. Exactly.
Information in Spanish, and the camel label as well. That was what made me think of it.
What do I have here? I've got France. If we want to move to France,
Yeah.
we'll just sort of jump around from here. So front cover,
Nice.
and then back
Yeah.
cover, mostly the same, except for you get this little extra printing there on it. And then this is cool because it has the actual French inner, which has some of the,
Right.
the description from the record company, and then we got the red.
Red label.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the red label version on that.
That's cool.
Yep. So there you
Beautiful.
go on that one.
I don't have a lot of those. The red
I would
label
love to get a whole
French
set
ones.
of those red labels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very cool. It's
Yep,
just kind
for
of
sure.
the way it's fallen for me. So
Yep.
sticking with France, I have a Vogue pressing,
Cool.
Nice.
CBLA. It has the cool Vogue inner sleeve
Yep.
Yep.
and label.
Now, is that
Filmworks
one of the
style
ones that
label.
would have had the Destroyer iron-on / sticker?
The Vogue pressings,
transfer?
some do, some don't. Usually, if they have the sticker, it has a hype sticker attached to it, that sort of almost purple color KISS logo sticker.
Yep.
Got it.
I have a Destroyer. The only one I have of that is a Vogue pressing Destroyer with the sticker and the Destroyer
Yeah.
iron-on.
I have one as
sticker.
well. I want to say that mine doesn't have a hype sticker, but that could just be a bad... I could just have a bad memory.
Might be,
on it, I think.
again, I say that generally,
Yeah.
but if the sticker's in there, it's very likely the Vogue pressings, they did have some, maybe they didn't put a hype sticker on the cover.
Sure,
Right.
sure, yep. Where else? What else you got? The rest of mine are... Oh, no, I've got the picture disc from the Netherlands. We want to show that.
Yeah, we can show that because I've got it here too.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
that
looked
too,
at
John.
mine, I have a low number. I was kind of surprised.
All right. Well, let's talk about our numbers then.
Where's that? Mine is not low. Mine's 1125. Jason?
537.
I just 65.
Wow.
Very cool.
That is low.
Yeah, so they all have that little pink bar at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I didn't realize that on that one, that my number was so low.
Yep, very cool.
All right.
Very cool. Then I have, where's the cover? I have a Gamma Blue label Mexican pressing.
Nice.
Awesome.
This is kind of cool. The cover, let's see, hold it up to a standard one. It's a little smaller than Mexican covers. This is a Russian one.
Oh, it's actually
But you can
physically
see-
smaller.
Yeah, it's physically a bit, almost an inch smaller. Here's a bag, like a standard size bag, and a lot of...
Yeah, and does the vinyl must go right to the very, very edge of it then, yeah?
Yeah, it does. It's almost like inner sleeve size.
Yeah,
Weird.
This is, and everything's in Spanish.
very cool.
It's kind of cool. See that?
Oh, that is neat.
Yep, and it looks like a
Difference.
much hotter pink as well.
Yeah.
Much more vibrant pink and yellow there.
And I love the labels on all of these. I don't have all of them yet.
Yeah, so cool. I love them
I
too.
do. I love
Yeah.
that. I love those Gamma.
Keep going, John. What else you got?
Okay, and then this is that sealed Mexican one I was talking about, or semi-sealed.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's obviously very, ripped across the top, and but it's, I would say it's all sealed down the side.
Sure.
But kind of open. But this is the 8081 barcode polygram pressing.
Nice.
Polygram logo there.
So does that match up with the solo album, the same series as the solo album?
Yes, yeah.
Because it has that
series.
barcode at the top, or
Yeah,
that little color
yeah.
code, yeah.
Same series and kind of cool
Yeah, that
stuff's
is
on the back.
super cool.
Different writing. Sorry about the glare. Can you guys
No,
see that?
it's fine.
Some of that
No,
stuff?
it's great. No, it's perfect.
Cool.
I don't
Then I
know
have
what it is
Brazil.
about me and the way I collect that. I'm interested in all these weird back covers and little extra writing on it.
Oh yeah.
But the merchandise for me just doesn't really, it's just, it goes back to, us always talking about the different ways that people collect. Like,
Yep.
I see that stuff, and that's, like, super cool. And I think it has to do with a lot of that, the expectation of looking at it and knowing what it should look like, and then seeing all
Right.
this different stuff on it. I just think it's interesting to me. And I don't know
Yeah,
why,
me too.
I don't know why that is, but yeah, when you see that different back cover, you're like, oh, man, I need to have that. Or,
Oh yeah.
it's interesting.
Totally, I get that very much. That's why like that Bolivia. Just think it's so cool because you're so used to seeing it that one way for years.
Sure.
To even realize there was another, completely, it's jarring, and
Sure.
I think I see it, I'm like, absolutely, gotta have it.
Gotta have it, yeah.
Gotta have it. So Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
kind of cool. The back, a little different.
Oh, they've moved everything up, and yep.
Moved everything up, and kind of cool. I like the Brazilian stereo
it's
logo
always
they
great.
put on
Yep.
the front. That's cool. I believe there's blue labels. Mine is a camel.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I think that's a Brazilian. That's a second pressing. I don't have the blue label pressing on that one.
Mm-hmm. I can't
Joe?
jump back in until we go to Japan, so
Okay.
when you get there, I might be able to show my duplicates of
Okay.
whatever
Should
you
I
have.
just cover some of these?
Let's go to
Yeah.
Japan because I have a couple, and
Okay, we can go to Japan. Let's do that.
all right, let's go to Japan. Hop on the plane. All right,
Do it.
go.
Right.
I have a promo.
Oh, nice.
Jeez. Speaking of promos, those promo auctions that went off recently were surprising to say the
I
least.
couldn't believe it.
Holy.
I $600 and $700.
Yeah.
And I have all those, and I guess I was fortunate to get them before those kind of prices.
Yeah, and honestly, even a year ago, that would have been a much different proposition than even now. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Should I show? You want me to show the promo? The
Yeah,
first
do
one.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, first album, the VIP. Catalog numbers in the lower
Mm-hmm.
right corner on mine.
Mhm.
And the old white label promo.
So cool.
Very cool.
And then I assume, do we all have the
Yeah.
blue label version of it?
I have the camel label version of that.
You have a camel label. Very
Yeah.
nice. Is there a difference in our obies? Between,
Probably. I don't think
camel-
so. From what I saw, it doesn't look like it.
They look the same.
Yeah.
Price is the same.
Oh, turn yours over again. Let me see it. Yeah, they look pretty much the same, I guess. Yeah. So
Joe, your
Prices.
catalog number's in the top right.
top right. Yeah.
Where's yours, Jason? On that?
Oh, it's
on that
bottom
one?
left.
Bottom.
Bottom left. Yep.
Oh yeah. So there you go. So there's a difference. Yeah.
Yep.
So let me show the camel label real quick on that. John, do you have a camel on this one?
I don't.
This record's never been played.
There's that guy there.
There's mine.
Nice.
Yep.
Thin record.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is too.
These sound good. I do.
They sound good, yeah.
I play these from time to time. They do sound good.
That camel's a pretty tough one to come by in Japan.
Yeah.
I was lucky to grab that one.
Okay.
All right.
Very cool.
All right, John. What else you got?
In
I
Japan.
can jump to for Japan. That's it for me.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't have the Polystar or the Crazy Collection?
I don't collect those.
Joe has a Crazy Collection.
Crazy
You
Collection.
don't
version.
collect those?
I don't collect those. I just have the first Victor, red label pressings. I don't have the yellow.
Is that a choice, or you just
Yeah.
haven't gotten in there yet? So that's
just-
interesting. What's that about?
I don't. I kind of have to draw a line somewhere. And with me, if I had one, it was like selling. You bought the Peter Criss Crazy I had.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
and it's like I got it, and I'm just instantly like, I have to complete this.
Oh,
And I just went, what am I going to jump into this now and get all of these?
Massive.
It is, and maybe one of these days. I won't never say never, but for me, I just, I only had the Peter, and funny enough, Joe bought it actually.
yeah, and didn't know that I was buying it off you at the time.
Right.
But I think you had been on the show with me maybe one time before that.
Right,
And-
maybe that might
yeah.
have been before we actually did it. We were just talking because the only time I think we had talked was way back when.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
We'll edit that out.
Sorry,
yes.
sorry, sorry.
It's totally fine.
And
Totally fine.
Yeah, and scene. So there's the Crazy Collection label there.
Crazy Collection.
Yeah. All right, so I am out of records.
I'm
You're
not
done?
out of, I'm not out of Japan yet. I just want to show this.
Cool,
This is
do it.
from
Oh,
the 1998, right? 1998 box set. The
Oh, cool.
originals box set
Yep.
from Japan.
Yep.
And it's
The red one, right?
Yeah, I have
I
the
got
red.
it. I'll show you something. I don't have the record out of the box. I didn't think to grab that box, but I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Okay.
You don't have the red one.
Swear to God, if he has the red one. God, this is a vibrant color.
Blue, huh?
It's purple.
Hmm.
I've never had it out of this sleeve. I don't want to take it out.
I know it. Well, I've told you mine has never even...
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even taken it out of that. Oh, he has it.
Motherfucker. We just want to both say, "Fuck you, John."
Oh, fuck
See, Joe?
you.
See how it feels? See how it feels, man?
Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? Huh? 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 I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
Oh, look at that.
Mother... Ah.
How long have you had that?
I've had this one about 10 years.
Yeah. See,
About 10 years.
that's a...
My
that's-
wife
You got a good
got it,
deal on
believe it or-
it.
My wife actually got it for me for Father's Day about 10 years ago.
How did she
Hell of a
find
Father's
it?
Day. There's a
We-
website that I go to, Tokyo Music.
Don't tell people.
We're not. Trust me, this is all edited
Sorry,
out, too.
We'll take it out. We'll
Yeah.
take it out. And she knows, and I told her about it. It was kind of not a total surprise, but she got it for me. I was really debating, and she's like, she surprised me. So yeah. It's awesome.
So did you weep?
What's that?
Did you weep? Did you cry?
A little, just a
I
little
would have
tear.
cried.
Yeah.
I would have cried.
I sold my black one, so I don't have the black one anymore. I just have this one.
Yeah,
You
I
get
mean, you
those
can go
all-
get a black one anytime you want, really. I mean,
Right.
they're going up in price. It's pretty incredible.
They are.
Again,
They are.
I only paid $400 for my black one. And
Yeah.
I bought it at an expo probably 5 years ago from Phil Elliott.
Yeah.
I had a black one when they originally sort of came out. I
Yeah.
picked it up at a record store. It was, I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't, nearly as much as what I sold it for.
Yeah, so the black one I bought at an expo as well for $400 and thought I was getting like a massive steal on it. And
Right.
and it was the outer was pretty wrinkled and the height, kind of that triangle in the corner, was pretty beat up. So I had it like that for a while, and Jason knows the story, but I found an immaculate copy, like never touched, with the Japanese wrapping paper still around it. And I swapped out that other one and bought that one. I think I might have paid $6.50 or $7 for that one, and then sold the other one off, and I basically was kind of a wash. You know, I might have paid like $75 difference, but yeah. So that's one of the only pieces that I have that actually has like, you know, the not the point of purchase extra, but you know what I mean. Like if you bought it in Japan, it would have come in that wrapping and the whole thing. Like I've got that paper and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's awesome. I love that set. It's a great set.
Can't believe you have that. So anyway, I was
incredible.
Showing the record out of that box.
Yes.
It appears purple on the or red on the or god damn it, it appears blue on the screen as Joe said earlier.
Yeah.
But it's purple.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it looks blue. Yeah.
It's purple over here.
Wow, that's weird.
It's bizarre.
Wow,
I can see it. I can see it on the screen. It looks blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you put the light on it, but when you're holding it like right here, it's purple.
Wow.
So, I don't know. It looks cool as hell though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for Japan, right?
That's it for Japan. Yeah.
Okay, John, take us around the rest of the globe. What else do you have?
Right.
Let's see it.
Right. Okay. So here's Korea.
Yep.
This is actually promo pressing, sample copy sticker there.
Wow.
Yep.
Kind of cool. I like these. They have a cool insert sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with them. Lyrics on the back.
Nice.
And this is kind of cool. This is a cool inner sleeve.
Oh yeah. Very cool.
And
is that official? Is that an official release?
Yes, this one's official. Yeah,
Okay.
These were official.
Very cool. Yep.
Kind of cool. The sample sticker on there, just on that one side. Filmworks style label.
Is that Korean there then down in the bottom, sort of in the dead space on the label?
It's a combination actually. It's English and then Korean there towards the end, just a little bit, mostly English.
Got it. Interesting.
Like.
Cool. Very nice. I love that.
Yeah, that's Korea.
Okay.
And then Germany. I have a 1980 censored logo.
Yep, I have that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Phonogram.
Filmworks label.
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
And then for Germany, I have the 2014.
Is yours open?
Mine's not.
Mine's not
Still
either.
sealed. Cool hype sticker.
I was curious if it had a, the German logo on the.
Right. They did such a great job with these.
I would assume it did. Yeah.
Yeah. They managed to get that logo.
Did they use the Euro pressing for that? Does that have the giant run out as well?
Yes.
Or it does?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They don't sound as good as the U.S. ones at all.
Interesting.
Cool. Then I have a Pi UK red vinyl.
Great. Yep.
Just the regular cover.
Nice. You gonna show the vinyl in that?
Yeah. Gonna pull the vinyl here. Red vinyl.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Love it, love it, love it.
Now I have all of these. That's the set that I completed.
That's a tough
The red,
set too.
The
Yep.
Pi ones. And I lucked out. I got them all in one swoop.
Nice.
German 80. Is that it? That might be it.
Is that
I
it?
have
Cool.
one. I assume this is UK, printed in Great Britain. It's the cover, of course. See that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it says made in Great Britain. But
Okay,
it says,
yeah.
It says promo.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how some of those were. I have a destroyer like that.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
and so are these just I mean
Yeah, that's a first pressing UK.
first pressing UK, okay.
Are they they're not EMI, are they?
Yeah, they're EMI.
Oh, okay, they're EMIs, yeah.
Hold on. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, they're EMI. Yeah.
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 Interesting.
Never been played. It's dead mint.
Very cool.
So that's the last one that I have.
Yeah, I think that's everything for me.
Cool. It's a good batch of stuff to get a nice idea for pressings around the world. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the 8-track for fun here.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice one too.
Very cool.
Let's see.
The box on these.
That's really
So
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
well-
full box. There's no cutout on that.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So
Right.
is
It
it,
slips out the side, comes out the side.
Mhm.
yeah, I've got a couple here I'm about to show. So I have
Yeah,
two
nice.
different versions.
Yeah, I love the
Oh.
8-tracks.
Yeah. So there's that one. This one.
Right.
No band shot. So the band shot is on the slipcase. Nothing on the
Right.
back of the tape. All of the songs.
Oh,
on the,
that's interesting.
Mhm.
so is
open
yours
one.
different?
I may have to see which one I've got.
Yeah, because my other one is different.
Right. There's
I would be hard pressed to call it a Frankenstein, but
no. No. There were some different ones.
yeah. So what do you have there?
So I had shrink on it, which is kind of cool, and I didn't realize it was opened on both sides.
Yeah.
Total slip cover. So this does have the picture on the.
Oh, see,
on
that's
the
what
tag.
my other one is like. So
and
my
it does
slip,
have the logo on the back.
Gosh, John, yours looks brand new.
Really nice.
That's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, very cool.
so yeah, so I have that version, but I have this version as well. And the slipcase is the same, but the whole point of the slipcase having that on there is, because there's an Alive like this as well.
Hmm.
It does
Yeah.
not have a picture of the band on it.
Right.
Nothing on the back of the tape.
Right.
So
You also have the back. Your song title sticker is. You have. Was it the regular logo and then a Circle S logo, like a regular?
Yeah, it had the
yes,
yeah.
It's
For,
the-
so
yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah,
for like
see, I
the
don't
title
know
of
if
the
it
record.
have-
Yeah.
it's on the front of the tape.
Yeah. So that's different than. Yeah, completely different.
So
Wow.
let me look. Hold on, let me look
So
at
this
the one.
has a Warner Brothers thing here.
Yeah, that's.
Do you have that too?
Yeah, I have that
yeah.
tape too. Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting how all of that happened there. Very bizarre.
Right.
So,
Right. So basically, I don't have one that has Kissing Time. This is. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, I do. It has a regular like Filmworks, not a Filmworks, but a Casablanca slipcase. It's a later one for sure,
Hmm.
right.
but not one of these early ones. This is the only one I have of this kind of.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these, at least on the labels, have Kissing Time on them. No, neither one of these have Kissing Time on them. So, I wish that one wasn't torn, but it is. So, but yeah, there's that.
So, do you know, Jason? Is there an 8-track Warner's with with Kissing Time?
No idea.
Yeah.
I've never played any of them. So
Right.
that would be what we have to do. You have to play them
Right.
and see. So I don't know. I know some of our friends in the 8-track group, Tom Manning, Tom Daniels, one of those guys may know better.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Very cool.
All right.
Cool.
Is that the first album?
That's as deep a dive as we can do on the first album. So,
Yeah.
what does everybody have out there? What did we miss? What's cool?
Yeah.
What do you have? We'd love to see it in the groups and hear about it on YouTube for sure.
Yep. Show us your favorite pieces.
That's right.
So,
Absolutely.
all right. Well, John, thank you for joining us again. We'll do it
Yeah, thanks,
soon,
guys.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we appreciate
Yeah.
it.
I'm around, so let me know. I'd be
All
happy
right.
to jump in again.
All right.
All right.
We'll do it.
Well, that's it. We'll see you on the next one.
Okay.
Oh man. So John, I'll trade you the Burns Media for the red box.
Oh shit!
Are you serious?
Oh shit!
Are you
Maybe.
serious?
Maybe. You can't trade your Father's Day present, man.
I know. That Burns Media is pretty sweet.